but the channel did actually get some support. So we're going to be opening some packs today. So thank you to my wonderful sponsor, and to all of the amazing people behind the company called My Bank Account. So today's sponsor, My Bank Account, has actually provided us with an ETB of Pokemon 151, but not just one. Those people are real nice over there. They also hooked me up with one of these handy dandy booster bundles. Man, those people over at My Bank Account, they're wonderful. They are great, and it doesn't end just there, guys. The people at My Bank Account also gave us a second ETB of Pokemon 151. Oh, they're so amazing. That's like Oprah over there. Love it. Love it. People at Pokemon, though, if you guys are watching, like, there's content creators in Australia, too. We like free stuff. Just, you know. Not that my wonderful sponsor, My Bank Account, hasn't already taken care of me. Thank you, me. Oh. Don't flatter me. Wait, Australia exists? Yeah. Yeah. The toilets don't flush backwards, though. That's a myth. Sombra, what are you? How you doing? Yeah, so tonight we're going to be cracking into some Pokemon 151. Did get one of these little handy dandy booster things. Kind of looks like a pre-release kit. If you're seeing this for the first time, it's not a pre-release kit. They don't do those for promotional packs. Typically, promotional packs, or not promotional packs, promotional sets, we'll get them once a year, just like a fun little thing. I was going to say last year's Celebrations, but it wasn't. Last year's Crown Zenith. Before that was Celebrations. They're just kind of little filler ones. Japan gets some fun stuff. We get it eventually, and it usually comes out around the holidays or over the summertime, well, depending what part of the world. Like for me, it's spring. But yeah, around this time. Let's crack into this bad boy, though. So I'm thinking we definitely open one, right? Do we open two in the kit? What are you guys thinking? And yeah, back to the Australia exists thing. It does. It does. You wouldn't think so, though. Doesn't even get an international championship or anything. It's crazy. Emerald, you're playing Electrode with Snorlax in Rotom V-Star on ladder. Ah, nice. That's cool. Rotom V-Star, though, you're lost zoning the tools from the discard, right? So Electrode, 40, you put them into the discard, then Rotom lost zone those ones. Cracked into it. Got right through that plastic. I'm learning, guys. It's not like the other ones where I tried to open it by hand and I'm just like, oh, I have no fingernails. This is a terrible idea. We had an okay idea and brought a knife for once. If you're a kid doing that, be careful. So yeah, ETB, getting some cool stuff. Some sleeves, some energy, some tokens. I could probably just show you in it instead of blinding you with the reflection off the light, but like, that's not as fun. Bingo, nice. Nice. Yeah, Electrode with Rotom sounds kind of spicy. Save one time zone for the Western viewers. Oh, so like Saturday shenanigans, we open another ETB? I don't mind that idea. That's not a bad call, Emerald. You smart. You one of them wise guys, eh? Hey, I see what you're doing. See what you're doing. Also, Sombra, what are you doing up? Isn't it like super duper early? It's too early for lurking and working for you. But yeah, we're getting 10 packs? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hang on, can I not count? I watched enough Sesame Street. I should know how to do that. 9 packs. 5, 4. I swore there was 10, but apparently it's 9. Okay. Okay, okie dokie. Also gonna get some pretty cool sleeves. So the sleeves, I think they've got all 151 Pokemon. Oh no, they've got a chunk of them. So it's like a diagonal cross section of the Pokedex thing. You can get a poster, I believe. It's like a poster thing. You get a couple packs and a poster with all of them. Looks kind of neat. I was considering getting it, but we'll see. If I see it in the store, I'll probably pick it up. A code card, so that'll get you the sleeves and the Snorlax for use on PTCG Live. The Snorlax. He's sick. I love him. He's just so good. So it is the Snorlax from the set that lets you get 2 copies of leftovers from your discard pile and put them back into your hand. So I've got 2 TTs, 2 copies of this. I feel like that's kind of all you need for a playset. Somber, you are at work. Ah, crazy. Is it like 4 a.m. for you guys? Dang. No rest for the wicked, eh? Some energies. So if you are new to the game, great way to get some. Gives you some versatility for deck building. Also going to get some dividers to help with sorting your collection out. Some status condition markers. So again, if you're new to the game, 1 for poison, 1 for burn. In case you get poisoned or burned. Or if you make some sick burns, you making jokes. I got jokes. They're not good. They're few and far between. I got jokes. Also getting some dice. These ones are interesting. So they're white with silver writing on them. I like that. And a new clear dice with red dots, which I like. Previously, I've been using the one with like the sparkly, speckly stuff. It's not completely see-through, and one of the guys at my league did mention, he's like, oh, you need dice that are completely translucent. I'm like, yeah, okay, makes sense. So you don't have like a weight or something in there. It's fair. Is fair. Emerald. There was playing your turn, and you'll post a list at Discord. Yeah, easy. Love to see the list for that. Join the Goomba gang. Oh, Emerald, post in the socials. Ah, using that sword for good. I love to see it. I love to see it. All right, we're gonna put this away so it's not super messy. You guys can't see what's in front of me, so that's good because it's super clean. Super duper clean. Cracking into the first pack though. First pack magic, last pack magic's a thing. Maybe we just open the last pack first. Whoa. Yeah, only downhill from there. It'll be wonderful. Translucent being keyword, not transparent. True. Yeah, you don't need to be able to see completely through it. Like you don't want a glass dice, right? The Grimer, nice. Psyduck. The Psyduck's actually kind of cool. So overthink. During your opponent's next turn, whenever they flip a coin, treat it as tails. So you're just saying you guaranteed fail whatever you're going to do, but no one's really using coin flips. Ekans evolves into the new Arbok EX we got. Cubone. Oh, sick. Is this going to focus in? Is my camera not that great yet? Nah, we need to get a better one at some point. But the new Cubone, it's going to make the attacks of all of your Marowak in play do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So if we get some more Marowaks in the future, could definitely be some interesting deck building potential with it. Marowak being a stage 1, you can also cheat it out into Zoroark. So Zoroark switches into a Marowak. You can have 4 Cubones on your bench. You can do some shenanigans. It's a fighting type, so Grant to scale it up. Neat. New Butterfree. So it's got Whirlwind, very cool artwork on this one too. And the attack Bye-Bye Flight. 2 colorless energy, choose one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and shuffle that Pokemon and all cards attached to it into their deck. Nice. A little annoying. Lapras. Cycling Road. This stadium's sick, so it's like a budget Radiant Greninja. Ditch an energy, draw a card. Not bad. Your opponent can use it too though, so bit hit and miss. Daisy's Help, a really cool card. You get to just look at your prize cards and draw 2 cards. Do we have the full wording? Yeah, draw 2 cards, look at your face down prize cards. It doesn't say shuffle them. So you just look at your prizes. You know what they are. Put them back in that same order is how I would take it. It's a little spicy. As a one-off in decks, just to know what you're going to be getting when you take knockouts. Pretty cool. Flareon, very interesting card for Zoroark decks. So it does a base damage of 90, and if you're hitting a Pokemon V or EX, another 90, so 180. If you're hitting weakness, double it to 360. Fire, double colorless. Reversal energy pays for that. Definitely a spicy inclusion for Zoroark decks to be running. And we got the Machamp. He's sick. So Machamp has the ability Guts, which I believe is the exact same one we've seen on Hariyama. Hariyama, is that the, the sumo, the dumpling sumo dude? If it's going to get knocked out by damage though, flip a coin. If it's heads, just goes down to 10 damage instead. Status conditions, damage counters do get around it, so it's not invincible, but pretty spicy. For GLC, definitely seems like an interesting inclusion. 180 HP. It's not a little guy. Does 100 damage and discards the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. So especially for Gym Leader Challenge, discarding is pretty powerful. I see that being kind of the place to play this. Maybe someone finds a spicy list in Standard to make it work, but time will tell for that one, right? And, oh, getting a Hollow Grass energy. That's nice. I like that. Are all the energy hollow? I just luck out? They really just keep handing Gardevoir more cards? Yeah, Gardevoir needs help, right? It's like a tier 2 deck. Definitely not broken, has energy acceleration, draw power, hyper consistency. Nah, it's fine. Needs help. Needs help. Daisy plus Chansey sounds like a recipe for success. Ooh, there it was. I like where your head's at. So we are getting Voltorb. Nice. Krabby. Also pretty cool little dude. I love Krabby. Sandshrew. So the new Sandshrew card, it's got an ability that prevents your opponent from putting items and trainer cards back into their deck. So a good counter if Control starts seeing a lot of play and a bit of a comeback. We've got a already Silver Bullet to counter it. Seal. Nice. Another copy of Butterfree. Another copy of Lapras. Oh, another copy of Cycling Road. Okay. Vulpix. Dragonite. I like the Dragonite. So the Dragonite removes retreat cost of all your Pokemon. It is a stage 2, so a little bit awkward to get it out. If we get a way to cheat Dragon Pokemon into play, like we used to have Lance Prism Star, so if we see something along those lines, could definitely be an interesting card to play around with. And that Chansey we were just talking about, we just pulled it. Look at that. So Chansey has an ability that if you pull it as one of your prize cards, right? If this Pokemon is taken as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full, before you put it into your hand, you can put it on your bench. If you put it on your bench, flip a coin, and if it's heads, take another prize. 8. And, just a regular energy. So they aren't all hollow. Okay, we just got lucky on that first one. Chansey's a rare. Chansey's a hollow, yeah. Chansey is a hollow. Emerald Sandshrew is the cute boy. Man, Sandshrew is so good. I wish Sandshrew got more love. Sandshrew and Sandslash, I feel like are two Pokemon that, like, come on, make them a good card. We had a Alolan Sandslash that wasn't too bad back in the day. It was like I think it was just draw a card or something like that. Starting off with a Vulpix, Magnemite, Caterpie. Hang on, actually, that Magnemite. Oh, he's clay. Look at that. Yeah. I need to invest in a camera that focuses a little quicker. Caterpie? Eevee. I do like this Eevee. So for 1 energy, you get to search your deck for 3 Pokemon of different types and put them into your hand. So with all the Pokemon EX that we're getting, having something to search out evolution pieces is kind of interesting. They do go into your hand. Judge exists. Iono exists. You're probably going to get them into your hand just to get shuffled to the bottom of your deck, but I don't know, maybe it comes up. Also searches out its evolution, so there could be an Eevee deck in the future. You never know. New Scyther, Charmeleon. That's some badass art, actually. Oh, I do have the focus on. Autofocus. There we go. Look at that camera doing its thing. Thank you. Parasect. Oh, no. Just stay focused on that. Yeah. Make it seem like I know what I'm doing. The new Pidgey. So Pidgey with Call for Family. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon, pop them onto your bench. Really cool card. Does have 50 HP though, so if you're running this and the 70 HP Charmander, Sableye can just be taking the 2 of them out, so do be careful, but helps you set up your bench, which is really good and added consistency for decks running Pidgeot EX. Shelder and Charizard EX, the full art. Ooh, I like that. Come on, camera, do the thing. Yeah. Look at that. I like him. He's neat. We can be friends. And that's not even the last card. A Steel Energy. It steals the show. I'll show myself out. Babka TV, how's it going? Welcome to the Goomba Gang. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Oh, well, you joined the Goomba Gang, so I take it that you are. How you doing, bud? Emerald with the Goomba. Love it, bud. Love it. All right. What's that? 2 packs in? Not that I'm keeping count. Literally not. I think that's 2. All right. Starting off with a Doduo. Nice. Doduo. The Do Trio. Gonna be very cool. Tentacool. Also an interesting guy. Rattata. He's neat. So the Raticate that we've got, it's going to do 30 damage for each damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon. There's definitely some shenanigans you can be running around with that. DT to charge it up. I feel like it'll see play. None yet. We pulled the full art Charizard EX. And a hollow grass energy. Pulling a Squirtle now. Scyther. Charmeleon. Parasect. I like Parasect. Parasect is another one of those cards that's like GLC. Ooh. It's got his number on it. So 1 grass energy, flip 2 coins for each head, search your deck for a grass Pokemon, put it onto your bench. So you can cheat out evolutions. It's pretty spicy. Reverse Kingler. Reverse Scyther. I feel like we're seeing a lot of the Scyther. And Articuno. Okay, of all the birds, kind of seems like it's the one with the least potential in the set. No offense, Articuno. Probably my favorite of the Kanto trio. The ability on it, though, if it's got a water energy, no retreat cost, that's pretty spicy. The attack, 3 water energy, 110 damage, and 10 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, it's like a little bit of spread. Manaphy exists, though, so like, it's probably not great, but interesting card nonetheless. And the final card we're getting is a Dark Energy. Energy's always at the back. I should just be like pulling that out. Hey, that's the trick? I think that's the trick. Code and energy at the back. Nah, Hitmonlee over Articuno all day. Yeah, absolutely. But like maybe water decks want it. Ooh, sorry for bumping the mic, and it shakes everything. Got that big boy energy. But I'm a little dude. Dome Fossil. So it lets you get into Kabuto and then Kabutops. Kabutops is kind of cool. It like multiplies weakness by 4 instead of 2. Zubat lets you, when it's in the active, just look at your opponent's hand. Has 1 retreat cost though, so I feel like it could have been better if it was free retreat, just to be able to like pivot into it and be like, what you got? You got boss for game next turn? You don't? Okay, cool. I'm gonna play my turn differently. But it's 1 retreat, so it's not quite as cool. 40 HP though, so it is a little bit risky to run, especially with Lost Box existing. It's just, hey, Sableye says put 4 there and give me a prize. Risky, but you never know. You never know. Go back to the fossil. What are we going back for the fossil? Dome Fossil. The fossil doesn't. The Kabutops that evolves from this does. So there's a Kabutops, it's a stage 2. It'll make weakness as a 4 times multiplier, yeah. Goldeen, it's going to evolve into Seaking that has a swim freely attack. Giovanni's Charisma, very hyped for this card, and pretty happy to see it's not holo rare. So you get to just bounce an energy from your opponent's active into their hand and an energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. So a little bit of energy acceleration and disruption at the same time. It's not getting you any draw power, but we have a lot of Pokemon currently that get you draw power, right? Like Bibro gets you cards, Revroom gets you cards, Kirlia Engine exists, Liepard Engine exists. So being able to use utility supporter cards is becoming a bit more of a realistic thing. So very keen on this card and happy we pulled one. Deathlike, how you going, buddy? Cloyster? Nice. Grabber? It's a risky name to have on a card. Look at your opponent's hand. If you find a Pokemon there, pop it onto the bottom of their deck. Interesting, a little bit of disruption. Giving up deck space for it though. I'm not sure how great it's going to be, but definitely one of those control cards that might see play. And we're getting into the holos. We're getting a reverse Ponyta, reverse Doduo, and Jinx. Nice. Okay, so Jinx, it's one of those like interesting gimmicky cards. Oh, and I like that hollow pattern. That definitely could see play. So if your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep, they are now knocked out. We have seen that we're getting that Paradox, whatchamacallem dude, Grumpy Salamence, the dark type Salamence. That's just 3 dark energy. Your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out. So Jinx, needing to get them to fall asleep, a little bit tricky. There is a Hypno in this set that does put your opponent's Pokemon to sleep, so you do have ways to set up into this, but it's one of those cards. It's got potential, more so just going to be like a little bit of shenanigans though. Roaring Moon EX, that's the dude, yeah, Grumpy Salamence. There it was, Grabber, I barely knew her. Oh, yeah, a risky car. Going good, Deathlike? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. Just got done with your anime night. Nice, what were you watching tonight? What's this Grumpy Pup? What are you putting the pupperoni in there, Emerald? It's Grumpy Salamence, not Grumpy Puppy. You know this is a cat household. Skin, I love a dog. There's, yeah, you gotta walk them and stuff, and I'm lazy. Lickitung, very cool colorless attacking Pokemon. So 3 colorless energy, 70 damage. Your opponent's defending Pokemon can't attack on the next turn. So they either have to hard retreat, use a switch card to get around it, or they're just sat there like, oh, I guess I'll just pass. Yeah, you're right, you do. There's a lot of decks that aren't running high counts of switch, so you could theoretically just kind of splash that into like Flaffy decks, Baxcalibur decks, and potentially just lock your opponent out from being able to hit you. Venonat, finally seeing a regular version of the Pidgey, not the reverse. These are what I want. Did you say Schlurp? Oh, it's a German lick-a-tongue, eh? Schlurp. Poliwhirl, another Giovanni, nice. I feel like that's my playset. 2's like that sweet spot. 4, like you could run it, just seems greedy. Another lawsuit card. Magmar. Oh, I think that's our first trainer gallery. Caterpie, I like that. That looks really clean. Electrode, we were talking about this earlier. So discard tool cards, do damage. It's nice little combo for the Rotom V-Star. And that's the last of that pack. All right. Oh, hang on. I just like casually checked an energy over there because we were not looking at those. We did hit a hollow lightning energy too. Almost just disregarded that. All right, this pack starting off strong. Weeping Bell, Ghastly, Paris, Voltorb, Kingler, you know, everything evolves into crabs. The energy sticker, effectively just like a reprint of what was it, Turbocharger we had. Flip a coin. If it's heads, get an energy from your discard pile. But this one is limited to one of your bench Pokemon. It's fine. Nice little bit of energy acceleration that can be splashed into any deck. Babica TV, can't buy a box until next week, so this is fun to watch. Well, I'm glad you get your secondhand pack openings through this. Live vicariously through me for the moment. We'll get you some packs soon. Rhydon, Machamp. Hang on, I actually gotta go back to that. Rhydon. All right, show myself out. But yeah, another Machamp. Tauros. Oh, I forgot about Tauros. He is Kanto. Gather the crew. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. Then shuffle your deck. It costs an energy, though. We had a, I think it was Basculin. Hisuian Basculin or regular Basculin. That was just same thing. And I'm pretty sure it was for 2 Pokemon and 0 energy. So that's worse. And then it has rage, 30 damage, 10 for each damage counter on it. And we are getting the new Marowak, which is apparently a holo rare. Not sure how they decided that one, but yeah, it's holo rare. Also, Babka, congrats on getting the Mudkip as your starter. If anyone is in the chat seeing the Pokemon community game popping up and you're like, what is this? Just hit exclamation Poke Start. You'll get a starter Pokemon and you can join in on the game. Pokemon will just kind of randomly pop up in the chat and you can catch them. And if you're on PC, just scroll down. There's even a little client in there. You can look at your collection and you can hop on and do some battles and stuff too. It's pretty interesting. Sort of like Pokemon Go, but for Twitch. Starting off with a Kakuna. Poliwhirl or Poliwag. Also, I should mention Pokemon community. If you're watching this on YouTube, nah, sorry guys, it's not on there. You do have to come by the Twitch streams if you want to join in on the fun on that. Pikachu. Another Kingler. Another energy sticker. Another Rhydon. Reverse Caterpie. Reverse Poliwrath. Is he any good? Please tell me he's good. I feel like we never get playable Poliwrath. He's such a cool Pokemon. Bubble Beam, 50 damage. Flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. And Heroic Punch, 100 damage. Flip a coin if heads, 150 more damage. Coin flips, not great. No ways to reflip currently, which kind of sucks. I like Poliwrath though. This, like when I first started getting into Pokemon as a kid, we went to 7-Eleven. We bought, I think, booster pack each. Like me and my sisters, like my dad bought the 3 of us each a pack, and I got Holo Poliwrath, and like he became my favorite Pokemon for a while. He like wasn't great or anything, but he was really cool. Especially there's only 150 of them. And Vaporeon, so similar to the Flareon we got earlier, 90 damage for its energy type and 2 colorless. If it's hitting a V or EX, double that to 180, and if it's hitting for weakness, double that to 360. Spicy for Zoroark. There I was. Hi, YouTube. Yeah. Oh, we're going for the hydrates, and I am realizing I forgot my water. So, on the last pack, Emerald, I'll hop out and grab my cup after this one. I'll give you an IOU. Cheers for that, man. Do we get a hollow energy? No. Oh, we did. Woohoo! Spicy. I almost showed you the code. Getting a Krabby. Getting another Sandshrew. Seal. Is this the seal? Looks like he's just passed out. Doduo? We haven't seen any Dodrios yet. Executor? Rigid Band. First one of that as well. So stage 1 Pokemon take 30 less damage. Definitely want to play set of this. Graveler. Like, I want to play set. You might not. But like for Rev Room seems like shenanigans. Poliwhirl. Reverse Poliwhirl. Reverse Weedle. And Jolteon. Oh, sick. So we did get the 3 evolutions. Nice. So again, 90 damage. Hitting into an EX or a V. 180. Pretty spicy. That's it for the ETB. Not mad at it. So for the hits, we got the Trainer Gallery Caterpie. We got Jinx. And we got Full Art Charizard EX. Not bad. Not too bad. And then we also got like a handful of Hollow Energy. We got quite a few of those actually. And some interesting Hollow Pokemon. All the evolutions from one though is really cool. Did the evolutions didn't get Trainer Galleries in this set, did they? Does anyone know? I feel like they didn't. Always keep an eye out for those. Alright, that's it for the first ETB. We did have a suggestion to save the second one for tomorrow's stream so that people in North America can catch one. I'll let you guys put that to a vote. If you want me to crack into the next one tonight, let me know. Actually, you know what? I never really do this. I don't really sell out. But let's sell out a little bit. If we get 5 subscribers, we'll crack into that next ETB. Yeah, bye my love. I'm just kidding. We do have the booster bundle though, so we'll be cracking into that. Just gonna grab a glass of water though. Emerald redeemed hydrate and came to the realization I forgot to grab my cup. So I'll be right back. Gonna check it on a be right back screen. It does by default say 5 minutes because I'm too lazy to type a different timer every single time, but I'll probably be back in like 2, maybe 1.5. So don't stress. There'll be more shenanigans in just a bit. We'll crack into some more packs and yeah, if anyone wants to like throw money my way, maybe we'll crack into another box. Kidding, but kind of not. And then yeah, hop onto some PTCGL and do a little bit of deck building after this. Considering trying out Golem EX. I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Golem EX seems cool. Zoro box gets some very interesting interesting cards to kind of update it. Charizard EX getting some upgrades as well in Pidgey. The new Charmander is pretty cool. The new Charizard EX seems okay for it, but I feel like the new Charizard EX would just kind of be its own deck. Like you run the Pokemon Go Charizard, you run the Charizard EX, and you just go like attach, return, Magma Basin, switch into it, go from there. Because using Terra type Charizard EX to charge it up, you're putting 3 energies on it, having to attach return to get to the 4 anyways, and then you're discarding all of those. It feels like a massive payoff for one shot, which is big, but you're having to set up 2 stage 2s, whereas you can set up 2 stage 2s in the Pogo Zard and the other Zard and just go attach Basin and you're fine. I feel like that's the way that deck will work, but we'll see. Yeah, gonna be right back, guys. Just grab that drink. And if you don't have one as well, make sure you get one. Stay hydrated, guys. Stay hydrated. Got the water, got the cup, fancy blue cup. Gotta make sure Emerald's here. And yeah, cheers, buddy. You keep forgetting you have music playing in the background and you keep thinking it's stream music for a minute. The stream music's coming through though, right? Like you can hear my music, yeah? Or do you think I'm doing like some crazy mashup? Babka, thanks, man. It's great to be back. It's been so long. I missed you guys. All right. We cracking into the booster bundle? We doing it? I think we're doing it. And yeah. Am I using a knife to open it? Yeah. I made that mistake before. I think it was like Silver Tempest or something. I was just trying to rip into one. It was basically just a blooper reel. Plastic's hard. How do I open this? Whenever I open one of these though, I'm like expecting to see a promo pack. There's not. Or not promo pack, promo. It's not. It's not a build and battle kit, guys. It's just a pre-release booster bundle. Ooh, look at that. Got 6 packs in there, so 9 from the ETB, 6 from this. Still pretty sure there's supposed to be 10 in the ETB. Calling a little bit of shenanigans, but you know, is what it is. So positive. That's why I followed both Twitch and YouTube. Ah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. All right. Did we get a hollow energy? We sure didn't, but we got water, and like, I got water. See what they did there. I'll drink to that. All right. We are getting Magikarp to start off. Very cool Magikarp. If Gyarados EX starts being relevant and we get a good Gyarados printed, the Gyarados in this set, kind of rubbish. You evolve up into it, ditch the top 5 cards of your deck, which is it's not going to see play. Unless there's a deck that's like, hey, for every card in your discard pile, do 20 damage. Like Mad Party comes back or something along those lines. Maybe, probably not still, but like maybe. 1 water energy, flip a coin till you get tails, draw a card for each heads. That's spicy. I like that. We do have that on a Bulbasaur currently in standard as well. The Bulbasaur though is like an illustration card, so you had to buy from the Pokemon Center, so not a lot of people even know it exists. If you're gonna run Venusaur EX though, get that Bulbasaur. Oddish, nice. Meowth, nice. Mankey, I feel like we're seeing a lot of cards we haven't seen yet. Omanyte, I don't know about you guys. The fossil Pokemon though, I love them. They're so cool. They're so cool. Tauros, like of the fossil Pokemon, what's your favorite? Oh, we got him. He's not Rasputin, but he's you know, Rasputin in training. So the reason I'm so excited about getting this Kadabra, we haven't got a Kadabra in 15 years because a magician was at war with Pokemon, which sounds like the worst premise for a movie ever, but happened in real life. So it's one of those moments of like, yeah, you can't even make this shit up. Yuri Geller thought Pokemon was ripping him off, them, like he's plural. Maybe it's split personality disorder. I have no idea. But yeah, he's like, oh, they bend spoons and I bend spoons. No one else can do that. And it's like, shit, I drink water and I see other people doing it. Lawsuit. Which I guess bending spoon with your mind, a little bit different. But that's why we haven't seen Kadabra in a long time. So we are getting the first evolution line in a long time of Abracadabra and Alakazam. That's a cool one. Definitely keeping that for the collection. Reverse Primate, is he good? Rant and Rave? That sounds like an attack name I've used a few times in my life. Ivysaur, nice. And another Chansey. Look at that. I like that. That was a good pack. That was a fun pack. Yuri Geller spotted. Oh no. In the background? How do you get in? I put salt around the house. He's not supposed to be able to get past that. Middle spoon itself? Yeah. The main problem he had was the dark Kadabra in Japanese read as evil Yungerer. Oh. Okay, so he just didn't like being referred to as evil, did he? Energy? Hollow? No! Lightning? Cool, though. I like them. They're shockingly good. Unlike that pun. Zubat? Nice. Goldeen? Weepinbell? Ghastly? No Haunter or Gengars yet? Oh, man. Just another Yuri! Look at that! He's everywhere! Spoon for me, spoon for you. Another Ivysaur? Feels like another Magikarp? Just feels like these packs are just repeating themselves. Jigglypuff. Haven't seen that yet, and I really hope we get a weekly tough. Kabutops. Okay, we were talking about this earlier. Kabutops, the ability on it, Ancient Way. Come on, camera focus. Ancient Way. You get to apply weakness for your opponent's active Pokemon as a multiplier of 4 instead of 2. So quad weakness, a little bit nutty. Run that with like Rapid Strike Kecleon. You can hit some pretty silly stuff. It does 90 damage, multiply that by 4, you're doing 360, you're blowing things up. Absolutely nuts. Very keen to try it out. Very keen to try it out. There is a ball toy in chat with 1 L. Emphasis on there is only 1 L in that word I just said. YouTube, make sure that your your auto subtitles, 1 L in ball toy. They're gonna mess it up and someone's gonna take a picture of that. Words you shouldn't say on the internet. Getting a reverse hollow water energy. Look at that. Look at that. And execute. Clefairy. Yeah. Machop. Nice. Porygon. Nice. Also, is he good? Conversion 4. Choose Grass, Fire, Water, Lightning, Psychic, Fighting, Dark, Steel, or Dragon type. Until the defending Pokemon leaves the active spot, its weakness is now that type. Can't choose Colorless. Can't be weak to Colorless, even though it's a Colorless Pokemon that's able to do it. But yeah, okay, logic. Another Ivysaur. Slowbro. It's another one of those cards that, like, maybe it sees play in Zoroark. Laid Back Tackle, like the chillest, violentest name I've ever seen. 160 damage. If this evolved during your turn, this attack does nothing. He's just so chill. That bro is so slow. What, choke? Reverse Hollow Pidgeon. Has fly, 150 damage, flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. We need something to fix coin flips. Other than Psyduck. Reverse Hollow Wartortle and Kangaskhan EX. It's like it heard we were talking about coin flips. Like, I like flipping coins. So triple draw 3 cards. Or the attack Incessant Punching. 100 damage, flip 4 coins. Well, no, multiplier of 100 damage, but you're gonna flip 4 coins and for each heads do 100 damage. So you could potentially do 400 damage on a basic Pokemon for 3 colorless energy. Or you could do absolutely nothing. Emphasis of Rage Quit right there. Yeah, fun. Yeah. Australian regional Pokemon right there. Quality stuff. Quality stuff. Also, I just noticed in the little side panel there, a hydrated for Emerald, but Bobka TV, I didn't notice you also got the hydrate. Cheers, buddy. I see you. Belated, but I still see you. Appreciate it. And apologies for that. Emerald, make Giratina have a weakness with Porygon and Kecleon. Yeah, and then they just switch out and it doesn't anymore because they run a bunch of switching cards, but Porygon's trying his best, guys, okay? Dark Energy, not shiny. Still, cool energy. Getting a Paris. We are getting a Voltorb. We're getting a Krabby. A Shield. It's just so chill. Another Slowbro. That blow. He's another Machoke. This pack feels like a double again. A Dugong. It's new stuff. Okay. Dual Splash. This stack does 30 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Or Aurora Beam, 100 damage. Oh, 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Nice. Reverse Machop. Reverse Paris. And another Electrode. Nice. I like him. He seems fun. In Arctina, they don't run Switch. Really? Don't they run a Switch and an Escape Rope? Isn't it like Arctura? I feel like they'd have some Switch. No. Like, every time now, like, is it good energy? Do I care? Is it Spire energy? I have hundreds of these. Let's see. Electabuzz, Rhyhorn. Dangler? I almost did the right on bit, and it wasn't even the right guy. Coffee. Dugong? I like him. okay, actually, like not even memeing. I think Hitmonchan is so neat. One, very cool Pokemon design. He's basically Rocky Balboa, but Pokemon. Its ability, if he gets hit by damage, 30 damage back, or 3 damage counters back onto your opponent's active Pokemon for GLC. Very cool. It's a basic Pokemon. 2 fighting energy, 60 damage during your next turn, does 60 more damage. So it gets up to 120. It's a basic, so you can make him pretty bulky with like Cape of Toughness and stuff like that. Pretty sure there's something cape. Oh, Deathlike with the gifted subs to Emerald too. There you go, Emerald. No more commercials for you. Emerald the other day was saying, he's like, I'm a mod, how come I get ads? I'm like, Twitch doesn't see that as a thing. I'm sorry. Deathlike, genuinely appreciate that. Honestly, such a wholesome thing to do. I love when you guys are sharing the generosity and the good vibes with each other. So appreciate that. Sea King, nice. The swim freely. Yeah. That means you can sneak energy out to it. Aqua Horn, 60 damage, 30 more damage for each water energy on it. Doesn't get shuffled back into your deck, unlike the Dugong. So maybe Swim Freely sees a comeback? Maybe? Oh, that was you that was complaining about a Deathlike? Oh, never mind then. Give yourself one too. Muck? Raichu? I wish he was good. We haven't got a good Raichu in a while. We haven't. This one though, when your active Pokemon is knocked out, it's effectively got experience share specifically for lightning energy to it. If Nuzzlechew was still in rotation, this would be okay. It's not. Actually, if this had the same attack as that Raichu, where it was like for each lightning energy in play, damage bumped up by X amount, it would be cool. It's not though, so it's okay. Beedrill. Beedrill. What do you do? Nader Needle. 30 damage. And if you have no cards in your hand, it does 120 more damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. That's cool. You could get that online with, what's his face? The, Yoni. Hit your hand, get 2 trainer cards, play those, you're good. And then just, I don't know, have Bibberol or something for next turn to not be completely in the weeds. Actually has potential, I like that. Emerald, you got gifted a sub on Vice's channel and mine tonight. Oh, man. You're on a roll. Getting all the good vibes today. Explorers of Sky deserved a remaster so much more than Rescue Team. What? What is that? Like Mystery Dungeons? Is that what we're talking about? Those games good. I've never played them. I played the demo of the one on Switch. It was okay. I'm sorry if that's offending anyone. I didn't really get into it. Are they like, did they get better? Starting with a Staryu. Jigglypuff. Finally getting a Charmander. I love it. He's just like, whoops, there's a forest fire. What a goofball. Look at you. That used to be my job. I had to put out forest fires, so I'm going to end him at some point. Just kidding. Just kidding. A little bit. For real, Explorers of Time is good, you heard. Ah, cool. Explorers of Sky, not Time. Spearow. So Spearow's got an ability. It can evolve on your first turn if you go second. If we get a good Fearow eventually, be a really cool card. We used to have a Bronzong that could do that. Nidorina. Nice. Eradicate. This guy, he's got potential. Definitely has potential. So you can charge it up. Come on, camera, focus. It sees my face and it's like, nah, this is the moneymaker. Get that rat out of here. Hey, me, I see you. I'm looking at the camera now. This is weird. We're having a moment. And by we, I mean, this is just getting odd. Okay, Eradicate. Second bite, 30 damage. It does 30 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Charge it up with a DTE, not bad. If you can spread damage around, Eradicate can become an absolute beast. Because it's colorless energy, sneak it into Flappy decks, sneak it into Excalibur decks. It's just a splashable card, which is amazing and can hit some very high damage. I like it. Getting that new Erica. So Erica's Invitation. Your opponent reveals their hand, find a basic Pokemon there, pop it onto their bench, bring it to the active. Make some wasted Luminion. Maybe they're holding a Squawk ability because it's after the first turn. You just go, that's fine, I'm gonna kill it. We got the Fearow. So Fearow, Beat Catch, search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand. You can use this on your first turn if you go second, because Spearow can evolve immediately up into it. But your opponent can also use Judge or Iono, and you've wasted deck space and time. Be careful. Has potential. Probably not going to be that great though, but maybe in control decks. Reverse Shelter. And another Marowak. Wow. I like him. We got more of him than we did the Cubone though, so that's a little unfortunate. I like Cubone. I hope we get more Marowak cards in the future. Okay, so from that little kit, we got, what were the main hits? Australia and Reverse Water. Well, not reverse, just regular water. Yeah, nice. I'll do like the holo though. It's like real sparkly. Are all the EXs like that now? I guess I don't really look at them into a camera that often. That's probably why. Neat. They look cool. They look very cool. Good, I can buy the Cubone? Yeah, I'll likely be buying singles. I don't normally do pack openings like this. Just like 151. I've been with the game since like Blue. I got Pokemon Blue on the Game Boy Color. We went on a road trip and it was like, we got you a Game Boy, we got you this. Sit there quietly. We're driving 16 hours. Like, okay, I will. And just been hooked on the series since. So being able to kind of get that like nostalgia scratch from this set is very cool. I do like that they revisit things like this. Wish they would do it with some other generations, so that other people that obviously came along after the initial game, like there'd be people that started with Hoenn. It'd be cool if we got like a strictly Hoenn set. We did get Silver Tempest, which was kind of like a Johto-ish set. Like it got Unknown V, Lugia V, Ho-Oh V. We've had like Suicune, Entei, Raikou. They're pretty cool, guys. Just saying. By the little Lego figures and a logo in the background. I think they're neat. But yeah, Kanto and Johto are definitely like my two favorite generations. What about you guys? When did you get into the game? Your first Pokemon game was Diamond or Fire Red? Can't remember which. Ah, cool. Fire Red was nice. I like that they did those remakes. I'm hoping we get some more remakes, some more good remakes. Because like Fire Red, it felt like a full-on like remaster to a degree. Like they revamped the game, redid all the sprites, added some new stuff, which is cool. And then we got like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, which I don't know. I guess they're trying to make it a little bit different. Like they want to switch up the formula, but felt like they kind of missed the mark on that one. Here's those Emerald, but that was 3 years ago on an emulator. Don't own any Pokemon consoles. Really? Huh. It's like you're new to the game then, Emerald. Like the series as a whole. Crazy. Nanya, you're an infant and started with Black and White? Nothing wrong with that. Black and White was sick. That was such a good time. And like I love that like people can get into the series at such different times, and it's still like you're still part of the community. Like there's nothing wrong with like, oh, my first game was Scarlet and Violet. Like great, you're a part of the community. Welcome. Like you just started in Black and White. Black and White was like a decade ago already. Nah, you've been with this series a while, Nanya.